Hey everybody, it's Peter and all, welcome back to more Pokemon HeartGold. In the last episode, we took on the final gym leader of Kanto Blue, and we obtained the GB Sounds player and HMO 8 Rockline from Professor Oak. In today's episode, we are going to begin legendary hunting for like the next 5 days by finding the legendary beasts, Raikou, Entei and Suicune. First thing I want to do is just buy a ton, and I mean a ton of Ultra Balls. As you can tell, by the way, I've got Snorlax out for the main reason that he has Block. Now, Block is going to be very, very useful when it comes to actually, like, keeping Raikou, Entei, Latias in battle. Because, you know, they escape. Like, they flee from battle. Now, real quick, we need to go back to Kanto, so I'm just going to show you a quicker way of getting back to Kanto without using the magnet train or using the SSN to get back there. All you have to do is fly back to Route 26, and then this is pretty much like the central hub of this game, so like you can fly to any location in Kanto, or you can fly back to any location in Kanto. I'm going to choose New Barktown. Actually, that's probably not the best location for us to fly to. The best place you can fly to, actually, is a place where there's like 2 routes joined up together. So, fly out to Ekrutik, and this is where we can begin, like, trying to find Entei and Raikou. I want to try and encounter it like Raikou and Entei in that specific order, but probably won't work out like that. Unfortunately, Repel wore off there. Hopefully we can just get through this little patch of grass without encountering any Pokemon. That's a shame. Now, to describe the tactic I'm going to be doing, on the Pokegear, on the map portion, you'll be able to see 2 icons, and I'll show you those 2 now. I'll quickly like move to the bottom screen. As you can tell, there is Raikou and Entei. Now all we have to do is just like go up and down on this like little place where the 2 routes meet until one of them is in our like location. So I'm going to be doing that until one of them appears here. So is it here? Is one here? Yes, Raikou is on the same route as us. So just go into the patch of grass here, and hopefully this will be. I don't think it is because it's not the legendary music. We'll have to quickly. I'm going to turn the GB Sounds player off because, as cool as it is, it's easier to like tell by the music. Now, is this going to be it? No, it isn't. And after a while, after running around in the grass for a little bit, a legendary Pokemon will appear. Hopefully I've explained it so you guys can understand. Basically, just do what I did, keep on checking the bottom screen, go to a route where the 2 routes meet, and one of them will appear on the bottom screen eventually, and you'll be able to take it on. Now, I recommend using the Master Ball on one of these legendary roaming Pokemon, Raikou, Entei, or Latias, technically. So I'm going to use my Master Ball on Raikou, and then I'll show you how to capture Entei by using the block method or the mean luck method. So there we go, 1 legendary Pokemon out the way. Not too bad. That's pretty much the easiest way I know of doing it. Main Clouds, it carries, let it fire Thunderbolts at will. They say they'd send it with lightning. Okay, very nice. There's Raikou. There's one of... Oh, that's grim. It's transported to the grave. Oh no. Yeah, so there's one out the way. I'm going to use the same method to find Entei now, so let's do this. And here is the second of the 3 legendary beasts. I did it exactly the same method as encountering Raikou. So, the easiest way of doing this now when you don't have a Master Ball is to block it, or using Mean Look. Popular Pokemon for this method is such as the Snorlax or Crobat. They're great Pokemon. Gengar's good as well. And then just whittle down its HP. That's what I'm going to be doing with Crunch now. Fortunately, I already paralyzed it earlier on. I met it earlier on in this playthrough. You guys didn't see it. It was off screen while I did a tiny bit of training. It was during the Nuzlocke run. Because I had a spare heal and I used that off screen. Now that I'm... Yeah, I'll start chucking the Ultra Balls at it now. I don't want to risk anything, so Ultra Ball, let's do this. Now, if your Pokemon that blocked it off faints, then it's not going to have the effects of Mean Look or Block anymore, so we will be able to escape if you switch Pokemon. So I will try and keep Snorlax at full HP during this fight, or I'll keep it alive, I think is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, now it's just a case of chucking Ultra Balls, and that's that's a shame. I'm just going to keep going until, I've run out of things to say, and then I'll just cut it until I've captured it. Yeah, so, as I said during the Raikou fight, hopefully I've explained this right. I'll go through the tips again. Go to a route where, say Route 36 and Route 37, they're both joined together. So it makes, easy use of, what I haven't explained is that Entei and Raikou change location every time you change routes. So you want to, rapidly be able to change routes. Yeah, pretty much that. On the Pokegear, you'll be able to see where they are on the map. So, yeah, keep on checking that and you will be able to find them. It is a bit tricky at first when you don't know what you're doing, but with this method it is very easy. It's just a case of getting lucky and capturing it now. So, yeah, this method works for Raikou, Entei and Latias. Suicune and Latias, fortunately, you can just encounter them in a set location, be it through the use of a mystery event gift, or in Suicune's case, you chase it, just like in Pokemon Crystal. Now, I think I'm just going to cut it until I capture it now, because I'm feeling pretty lazy, so, yeah. I will see you in literally 2 seconds when we've captured this thing. Or it can roar us. I wasn't planning on that. Oops, let's get back into battle. And here we are back against Entei. Bit frustrating, yeah. It can use roar, hopefully it doesn't do that too often. Just be wary, it can do that. And it's very annoying. That's how it can negate the effects of block. Anyway, yeah. Once again, I'll cut to when we capture Entei, so see you in 2 seconds. And there we go, we've finally got Entei captured. It did try using roar, so fortunately that failed. But there we go, Entei captured. That's what I like to see. Volcanoes erupt when it barks, unable to contain its sheer power, it races headlong around the land. There we go. Very nice. So, it's going to be transferred to the grave once again. How grim. Now, we don't have a need for Snorlax now. So, I'm going to fly out to Cerulean City, put that back in its box, and then we'll capture Suicune, the final legendary Pokemon of this episode. So, yeah, see you in 2 seconds. Okay then, we are back in Cerulean City, and yeah, final legendary Pokemon of this episode, Suicune. All we have to do is head up to Route 25, which is just past this Nugget Bridge here, on Route 24. And I believe we'll encounter Ucine for the final time, which is both sad and awesome because we can capture Suicune. So yeah, just make your way past all these trainers. You'd have probably already taken them on, unless you've went through the game a bit differently to me. I've done it in order. People tend to start with Lieutenant Surge first, so I can understand if you're doing it a bit differently to me. And here is Suicune. We've beat Ucine to the race. Barely. I'm no match for you, as I predicted. Go ahead. Since I met you in the Burn Tower at Ecruteak City, I've sort of known that Suicune would choose you. Take a look at it. Suicune is waiting for you. It has been waiting for a battle with a worthy trainer to whom it can entrust itself. I really recommend you to save just in case it kills itself. You can never be too wary, so yeah. And then we will start taking on Suicune. Yeah. Let's do this. And here is Suicune. Now, with Suicune, I wanted to mention that if you keep stuff resetting, you can encounter a shiny one of these, which would be pretty awesome. But I'm way too lazy to do that on video, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to whittle its health down. Because, yeah, I want to capture this. These 3 legendary beasts do have pressure, so your PP usage will be doubled, but it isn't really too much of a worry. Just be wary of that. I want to see if I've got a Pokemon. No, I don't. I wanted to get a status infliction out on it, but unfortunately I don't have one Pokemon that can do that. So we're just going to start throwing Ultra Balls, and one. It appeared to be caught. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just going to carry on chucking these Ultra Balls because that's the only thing we can do now. We have 55 left. We originally started with 68, so it took 11 to capture Entei, I believe. Which actually isn't all that bad. But, oh no. No, it took 12. My math skills. So, yeah, let's carry on chucking Ultra Balls. If it gets to like some tiresome points, I'll just skip until I've captured it once again, just because it's more interesting that way. Yeah, so the legendary beast music, by the way, is pretty awesome. Like, I'm glad I didn't put the Game Boy sounds player on, because we'd be missing out on the like awesome remix. So, and we could only like hear it like 3 times maximum, which would be a bit of a shame if we wasted it on like not such good audio. You know, I'm just trying to be too like overcomplicated about it, because you know I've run out of things to say completely. So if this doesn't capture it, what I'll do is I'll skip ahead until I actually have. So, yeah. I'll see you in 2 seconds. Yes! Thank God. Okay, there we go. third and final legendary beast captured. This means we can go on to capture Lugia, which I think I'm going to do in the next episode. Said to be the embodiment of north winds. It can instantly purify filthy, murky water. Pretty phenomenal. What a beast. What a legendary beast. So, yeah, Philip, you two are truly amazing. I've never seen a battle this intense. I have no regrets. Farewell, Suicune. Farewell, Philip. I'd have probably gave you Suicune because I'm not going to use it. Okay, all you had to do was ask. But no, he didn't want to, so yeah. All we have to do now is just fly to Pewter City, and I believe we can retrieve the... Is it Silver Wing? Is that what it's called? That we can use to capture Lugia, or we can use to at least encounter Lugia. I believe that... Is it this guy? I don't think it is. Brings back memories. Joke's train. Oh no, it is this guy. Yeah, he's going to give us the Silver Wing. Now, all we have to do is travel to the Whirl Islands, whatever they're called, which is just to the east of Cianwood City. And we can capture Lugia, so that's what we'll do in the next episode. Instead now, I will leave it off here. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Hopefully my explanations have been pretty decent. And see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.